welcome back to my video. As you can tell, we're making Merida's dress today. I've been sewing for this long. I've never made Merida's dress. I had never even seen Brave up until a couple weeks ago. And we're gonna make her dress because I haven't made it, and I'm trying to do more Disney stuff and more Barbie stuff too. I'm just trying to do more stuff. Now, this dress I feel is pretty simple. I kind of am inspired by both dresses she wears, but mostly the hunting one. I'm very excited about it. I already have the fabric and it's gonna be great. Believe it or not, this is, well, first of all, this is linen and it used to be bright white. I did in fact dye this by myself and it turned out like the perfect color. I wish it was a little darker, but I did dye it twice using in total like over 6 bottles of dye and it was like a nightmare. This is as dark as it's gonna get. It is 100% natural linen, but it just wouldn't get darker than this. And then I have some unbleached muslin as well. And my idea is to do like a chemise made out of this muslin and then the dress will go over it. And obviously I have a bow and arrow and I'm really excited. And my friend Heloise sent me over a pattern that I can use. I don't know if he sells it. He kind of adjusted things for me for it, but go check out his Etsy because I use his patterns all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna start with the chemise. I think it's gonna be really easy. I think it's gonna be similar to the one I made when I did the witch costume back last fall, just with long sleeves. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm starting with the muslin chemise and I think it's gonna be double the width of whatever this is, which is like 38 inches. So basically 38 times 2, whatever that is. That's what it's gonna be gathered to, and then gotta figure out the sleeves too. I think the sleeves I'll probably do it double as well. And my arm is like 7.5. So like a 14-inch sleeve. I don't know, let's just cut it out. I've got the chemise pieces cut out. I am gonna also do a ruffle and I think I'm gonna add some lace to it. This is the main body. I think this is like about 30 inches and then the top is the same except I have like the armhole things cut out. And then here's the sleeve. I think this is like 18 inches with the armholes cut out. And then I have a ruffle that's double this. So that's like 60 inches and I think it's 15 inches long. So this is going to touch the ground hopefully. And this will be as long as my arm. And then I'm gonna add some lace to it. I want it to be a really like, not rustic dress, but like I want it to be something you could actually hunt in, which is why I chose not fancy fabric. I just got muslin and linen, but I want to elevate it with the details of like the lace and stuff. I made the sleeve a little too short. I had a feeling I would, but it's whatever. This is what it's gonna, so it's gonna go like this, and that's just a little short once it's bunched up. So I have this lace. It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever used it before. I'm gonna put it on the end to extend it a little bit, and I think it'll be really pretty because when I have the teal like cuff arms, this will be popping through. So I'm gonna actually sew this onto the hem of the sleeves. True to my usual fashion, I have not been working on this Merida dress. I lost motivation with the chemise. I, in hindsight, wish I did not choose muslin. It's a little too heavy for what I wanted. I thought it would be lightweight enough, but I'm wishing I went with not a chiffon, but maybe something sheer. This is not my favorite thing, but I did finish it after a lot of issues. You'll notice that there's some seams in the sleeve, and that's because at first I made the sleeves too short and they were like right here and I needed them longer. So then I extended them, but then they were really long. So then I had to cut them off again and redo it. And we ended with this. I'm going to Disneyland a week from today, so I want to finish this before my trip. Once again, I'm going to Disneyland. Going to Disneyland is what motivates me. Like, if I have a trip to Disneyland planned, I'm finishing a dress before I go, so I might as well just keep going to Disneyland. But now it's time to make the actual dress, which will hopefully get me going with excitement. Making this was just really boring. Plot twist, I did not have enough fabric. I thought 3 yards would be enough. It in fact was not, so I had a little freak out session and then I made it work. Basically, the original pattern that I was given had princess seams in the front and the back. And the back was this part and this part. I basically just had to kind of join them together and make it one piece, in order to make the fabric work. So the skirt's not gonna have as much volume and it sucks. But since this is hand dyed, I can't just get more because it's not gonna be possible for me to re-dye it again. And I just don't wanna wait to get more of this in the mail. It's whatever. So I'm sewing it together and I will update you when I have the main pieces sewn together. We've got it sewn together. So it's a little complicated. Here's the front pieces, here's the back pieces, the neckline and armholes are sewn together. And now I'm gonna flip this right side out. The side seams are not sewn. We're gonna flip it right side out for here, and then it'll make the armholes really nice and finished and the neckline nice and finished. It sounds more complicated than it really is, but it's like really perfect. Even though I couldn't do the right back seams, I think the shape is still gonna be really good. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do a zipper or a lace up back, but that's not today's problem. I'm taking the sleeve pattern, I cut it in half, and then I took a little bit from each part because it's not going to be an entire length of sleeve. And I'm working with scraps here because I ran out of fabric like I had said for the dress. So I only have the scraps left to make these sleeves with, and my idea, I don't know how I'm going to connect them yet. Maybe like with little leather pieces, like connect the forearm part to the bodice and then the forearm to, what's a forearm? That's not a forearm. The bicep? This is a forearm. Whatever. I'm connecting it together, and then the sleeve itself is going to lace up to give more leeway, if that makes sense. You might just have to see it. We're just chilling. It's Sunday. I'm going to Disneyland on Wednesday. I leave on Tuesday, so I don't think I'm going to finish this, but I'm going to be pretty close. Got back from my trip yesterday, so it's Sunday. And I need to have this finished preferably by Wednesday night because I am a Washingtonian. What is that what they're called? Washingtonians? Anyway, and I'm a 21 Pilots fan. A ginormous 21 Pilots fan. Anyway, I have a 21 Pilots concert in Seattle on Thursday. Don't do that. I have a 21 Pilots concert in Seattle on Thursday, and it's a few hours away, but I really want to take this Merida look towards the Seattle area for a good photo shoot, video shoot, because they have all of the trees and greenery, and it would be really fun just to find a quick little hike. So I want to bring it with me so that I don't have to go to Seattle again in a couple days. So with that said, I'm finishing the dress in the next couple of days. I did finish one of the sleeves. It has not yet been attached to the bodice, but this is it. It was more complicated than I expected it to be. I took the sleeve pattern I had and I cut it in half, spliced it up, added some grommets, added some binding, connected them together, and I can't remember which arm it belongs on. I think it goes on this one. That is going to lace up here and here, and it will be attached. And I'm working on the next one right now. Finished the sleeve. It's kind of, where did it even go? Okay, basically, yeah, I cut it together. It's lined, just sew it kind of like you would a bodice. And now I'm trying to figure out how to sew it, the thing onto the sleeves, which I'm also going to connect together with this, but I'm running out. When I bought it, I bought 4 yards. I thought I had enough, but I might not. I started sewing it. I wanted to put this trimming around the armhole as well, but I just don't have enough, so oh well. I'm assuming it's gonna work out fine. I don't really know. I'm just hoping for the best, but I'm only attaching it at the top because if it's attached at the bottom too, I don't think my arms will be able to move like up at all. I have been working on the sleeves, as you know. and I'm attaching it. So far I only have attached these 3. I'm gonna finish up the dress and I might add another attachment right here, but the sleeve is pretty loose and I need to do it to the other side. And then I need to like add grommets in here. I need to add a zipper, I need to hem it, and I might add some more decoration. The actual like construction of the dress is almost done. I had bought this leather trim to tie the sleeves with, and I thought I had a ton of it, but apparently I don't. So I'm gonna go around to the store, buy some new stuff. But first I'm putting in the zipper. Look at how good that looks. It's gonna look really good, I think. Where did the zipper go? I'm putting in a zipper. Normally I do corset backs, but a zipper, I just was feeling like a zipper. So we're doing a zipper. Good morning. Hubert says good morning too. I just woke up and no, the dress is not done. I'm leaving in like 4 hours, so I need, oh, I just fell. I need to finish it. All I really need to do actually is put some grommets in that notch, and I think I'm gonna add trim to the bottom. I put up a video on TikTok, but of course TikTok's not showing my video. I don't know why. I had 2.5 million followers on TikTok and I can't even get 10,000 views on a video, especially when I, Hubert, don't do that, especially when I really wanted some input. So I guess it's my own decision whether I want to add trim or not. I think I'm going to. Luckily it's not like a wide hem, like it's pretty narrow skirt, so that's like I think the only 2 things that I need to do. And then I just need to remember to pack all the right things. I made the belt also. I literally just got some leather trim and I put a D-ring thingy on one end, and I'm just gonna tie it like a medieval belt. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's like a really cloudy day, but I'm really excited to go to my concert tonight, and I'm gonna edit this video on the way. The hem of this is curved. It did turn out a little wonky because it was a slightly curved hem, and obviously it was a straight trim, but it's fine. It's not perfect, but whatever. And then I have this trim. It's really pretty. All of this trim is from my grandma, by the way. She gave me a bunch of it. Isn't that stunning? I think I'm gonna put it on the neckline. It's kind of the same coloring as these ones. It ties in the gold and the green. And I think it will tie in the bottom trim well up here. Hubert, get out of my camera. Then I think this dress is done.